Most High God, you have to abide under His law and under His rule. But you can't love Him and just do what you want. The Lord said the heart is deceitful above all things. You may yourself feel that you love someone, but the Most High God already said it before, some times, that we can't deal with these other people. Instead of having you worship white Jesus, calling yourself Episcopalian, Pentecostal, right? You're celebrating Christmas, which is not in the Bible. You no longer keep the high holy days. You don't keep the Sabbath day, right? You're not keeping Purim, Feast of Dedication.
That's right.
Right? Destruction of Nicanor, Passover. You're not doing anything righteous in the sight of the Lord, but you're keeping Halloween, right? You're damn searching out Easter eggs.
That's right.
Bunny eggs on Easter.
That's right.
Make no sense. What the hell does rabbits and eggs have to do with each other?
That's right.
Right? And you come to find out you worshiping all these other gods, and these people have been perpetuating this cycle for the last 400 years, teaching us these things, keeping us away from our God.
That's right.
They literally beat our tongue out of us.
That's
because there's power in the Hebrew tongue. You read about that in the prologue of Sirach. Right? It's power in the tongue that we had. They beat it out of us and made us speak English.
That's
By the time we could speak, all they taught us was lies. Therefore, we were going to reciprocate and speak back lies. Right? No longer are we worshiping Yahweh, which is the name of the Most High God, in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai, who died for us to redeem us. That you read about in Galatians chapter 4 in the 5th verse on down. No longer are we worshiping Him, but we're worshiping some other God. He says that everybody can be saved. If God is a God of justice, it will only be just that the people who did these atrocities to our foremothers, right, who took our babies and fed them to alligators, who cut our foremothers' stomachs open, took the babies out, and while she's sitting there bleeding, hemorrhaging to death, they stabbed the baby through to vex her thus more. The ones who broke our forefathers, right, who tied us to horses, slapped the horses and ripped through the shreds, who took the hair off your head and stuffed pillows with it, right, took your skin and made shoes out of it. People can never love you, sister. They can never have anything but ill will for you. It's easy to love you now that you're in a docile state.
That's right.
Everybody wants the so-called black woman, right? Because she's the jewel of the earth.
That's
she's the
right.
most beautiful woman walking on the face of the earth, right? It's easy to love you now that I have you in complete submission.
That's right.
But back then, you think this man would have loved you, sister?
This
man would have loved your foremothers? You think his forefathers loved your foremothers?
Bring it on.
No, they was going in there, sneaking out after night, raping your foremothers.
That's right.
Right? Taking them in front of their children, in front of their husbands, to keep them docile, to break them down. And nowadays they teach us love, 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 so we can forgive them for this.
That's right.
That way we don't want any get back.
That's right.
Now we think it's all good. But guess what? The Most High God is the God of righteous recompense, sister. False abomination it's not right to the Most High.
That's right.
Proverbs 11:1. So the scale is tipped so far in wickedness, sister. All the atrocity, the rape, the robbery, the oppression, all these things that we suffer, all the nations we were scattered to, the Dominican Republic, right, Jamaica, Haiti, right, Europe, we're everywhere. All these things happen to us. So the scale has to be tipped back, sister.
That's right.
We have to get ours now.
That's
the
right.
kingdom of heaven is for you and you only.
Hallelujah.
You and you only, sister. That's what we got to understand. And these other people aren't going to help us get it.
That's right.
They're not going to help us get it. They have to help us get it this far. And you know, man.
That's the truth. All praises to the Most High for revelation, for realization and understanding. All praises to the Most High.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras. Oh, Sirach. Chapter 6 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Separate thyself from thy enemies.
What the Lord say?
Separate thyself from thy enemies.
Right. And take heed of thy friends.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse number 10.
Bring it out.
Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
All praises.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, chapter 12, verse number 10.
Bring it out.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his wrath has not been altogether wiped away.
That's right.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, in verse number 20.
Bring it out.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Right, that's what they nation do. They kind of come up to you and They present peace. Read.
He hath broken his covenant.
But he gonna break the covenant. Read.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth are smoother than butter.
But war. But
go ahead. When they came over here and they were introduced to the Native American Indians, what happened? They slaughtered 70 million of that men and they raped that woman.
That's right.
And the Native American Indians taught them how to bathe themselves.
That's right.
They taught them how to irrigate corn. They taught them how to cleanse the food. And,
That's right.
And cleanse the buffalo. Read that from the top.
the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20.
This how you know this is spiritual. Read.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
He came over here and looked at the natives and was like, can you teach us how to do this?
He hath broken his covenant.
And they taught him, and what happened?
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Right, read.
But war was in his heart.
And they raised war against that nation and slaughtered them and took their land and established their nation on their land.
That's right.
His words were softer than oil.
Their words were softer than oil.
Yet were they drawn swords.
But they drew swords on them people, man.
That's right.
Their words were smoother than oil, softer than oil, but they drew the sword.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Right. They came over here with a lot of chit chat. It sounds good that you're gonna be peaceful. You're gonna make peace with us. Right. But when you took that sword out and you started killing the Native American Indians, what you said ain't add up to what you just did to our people.
That's right.
Right, and had Thanksgiving after. Go ahead, bring it out.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1.
So when I spoke, I think I said it last time I came out here. When I spoke to my father told me my great-great-grandfather was in the Trail of Tears. And when I researched it,
That's powerful.
right, I did the whole knowledge on it. I understood, you know what I'm saying, with Cherokee, you know what I'm saying, on my father's side.
Right. All crazy.
That's for the tribe of Gad.
And them Europeans, they did dirt to the Cherokee.
I'm sorry, I gotta go, but I appreciate
All right, sister.
all of the knowledge.
I got one more for you.
Okay.
Further prove this point.
Love you guys. First Maccabees,
I mean
chapter
it.
1, verse 30, when Sydney, the chief butler for Antioch.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse number 30.
Bring it out.
This is under the time of the Antioch, King Antioch before. Sydney, the chief collector to the great multitude of Jerusalem. That's Israelites. I'm going to start at 29.
And after 2 years, fully inspired, King sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judea, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them.
Right?
But all was deceit, for when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel.
You can't trust their word, man.
That's right.
They like to talk a lot of this. Yeah, we're gonna give y'all 1,400 in a stimulus check.
40 acres in a million.
But y'all still killing our brothers and our sisters.
Right.
Yeah, we gonna eliminate Section 8 and give y'all better property.
We can add.
But what's going on in our neighborhood?
Nothing.
You cannot trust their words.
That's right.
They don't care about our nation.
That's right.
Gentrification.
That's right.
They don't give a damn about our people.
That's right.
And the Lord set that up for a reason. Because they not supposed to care.
That's right.
You're supposed to care about your own people.
All praises.
None of that.
Asians got it. The gays got it.
Right. Asians get hate crime. All that, man.
Just go out and try to tell people.
One last scripture, sister. One last scripture from the word, King. All right, sister, so look, this is why we do this, all right?
I mean, there are some. I'm kind of blown away right now. I mean, there are some scriptures that you guys read that stood out to me.
Yeah.
And I know I've read the Bible a couple of times, but they've never stood out to me. And then you not talk like that.
Here, this is my last scripture, sister, all right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So just keep that with you, sister. If they're speaking from their own belly, go ahead. If they're speaking from their own belly, not saying thus saith the Lord, sister, they got to verify it. All right, they got to go in here and show you precept upon precept, right? And you to understand this. That's right. But if you got any questions, we out there every Friday, right? What time? 6:30, and Saturdays at 4. So we always up there for our people. We here for you to answer any questions you may have. Sister. We love you. All right? That's right. I'm gonna definitely pray for you because I know you're well there that far. We can work to everything that we be talking about. Right. So I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you.
Come home, sister.
You my sister. I gotta pray for you. You gotta get out of that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, sister. Love you, sister. Love you, sister. You have a blessed night, sister.
What's going on, brother? What's going on? You know you're an Israelite?
Huh?
You know teaching?
Yeah.
You're an Israelite, brother. If you would be a so-called black man or a so-called African American, you would be an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's right.
You believe in the Most High God?
I got a minute to hear the word of the Lord.
I get a Lord now.
Get the Lord.
God.
This is what we teach them.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses